gotten to the point where he's at the weight where you want him to be at? Has he gotten to the point where he has the skill set you want him to be to play defensive end?
Well, he's maintaining where he's at. He came in about 252 pounds.
Yeah.
He's right around 245, 250 right now. So he's maintaining. I think he'll be fine there. He's maintaining through camp. So if you can do that, then I think he's going to be fine with it.
Is now the time where you start looking at guys to definitely start, or is it still a constant rotation?
No, we hadn't started focusing in on exactly what we're doing with A&M, Texas A&M yet or anything. Right now, we're just still trying to get better and better at technique, better at our assignments and all that. And here in the next week or so, we'll start looking down and focusing on that.
Did anybody sort of stand out on the film to you, the scrimmage on Saturday?
I tell you, they all did some good things. You know, there were times where we needed to be more aggressive and be better in our technique. And then there were times where we did things really good, you know. But it was a great measuring stick for us right now, you know, with being what we are in camp.
What's the competition like? Interior defensive line, some of those guys that are, you know, battling and are going to get some snaps.
Well, all those guys know that. I mean, they have to come out and play every day. It's never a deal where they're going, you know, it's given to them, you know. And so, in this competition is pretty good right now. You know, JT's doing really well. Dixon Jr. is doing really good. Dukes is doing well. I tell you that the biggest surprise right now is Deion Green is doing great, man. He's had a great camp up to this point. So hopefully he continue to get better and stay healthy, and be a help to us this year.
Do you see Deion playing more on the end or more inside?
Well, it depends on what we're doing. But I mean, he's been able to do both so far. And then Abu's done a good job. You know, he's fighting a little hamstring, a little quad pull right now, but he's been battling through it, and he's been getting better as we go. So we're on track.
A little point of pride for you guys, your group and the defense as a whole, to have 24 rushes, 1 yard given up.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of work to do still. You know, I mean, I know that's a good point where we are right now. But you know, with those guys there, I think we're facing one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in the conference, and those guys are going to do a great job. We just happen to make some plays on this day, you know. But you got to do it every day, and it means nothing right now. But it gives us a chance to know where we are, and gives us a chance to know where we have to get to.
How does the line right now compare to what you saw this time last year?
Well, I mean, right now it's just we don't have as much, obviously not as much experience. But as far as working hard and things like that, they're all working hard just like we were at this point last year.
You mentioned Dukes. I think when he first got here, he struggled a little bit the first year or two. But you've been here about 18, 19 months now. How much progress has Dukes made in the time that you've been here?
He's done good. He's done really good. You know, he's in the spring. He was banged up a little bit, you know, with his ankle and all that. But I mean, he's getting better, and he's starting to kind of fall into himself, and he feels comfortable with what we're doing. And so I'm expecting good things out of him.
I'm sure you saw the highlights from Clowney the other night.
Yeah.
Do you think, I know it's just one preseason game, but you
Yeah.
think he kind of quieted those critics that said, you know, this guy doesn't play hard? You know, you heard him. You know,
yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I never listened to that. He never listened to that. If people actually would have turned the film on and watched the film, then they would have saw some of the same things we saw, and obviously some of the same things the Texans saw for them to still feel good about taking him as #1 pick.
What did you think of what you saw the other night?
Well, I didn't get a chance to see but a couple clips, you know, and the two that I saw is what I've seen for the past year since I've been here. He's still a dominant player, and I know he's going to get better at that level. You know, playing with guys like J.J. Watts and those guys, I mean, he'll continue to get better.
For all the criticism he got.